Shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabrak Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shema El Shem Shah to the sisters. Captain 10,000 Yagawa. We're in Oklahoma law class. Today, the topic of today's law class is Christianity. Christianity is the topic of today's law class because it's so, it's amazing that you still see Christians talking the stuff they talk. And just, being the way they are, it's just, you're so destroyed. You Christians are so ridiculous. You're so destroyed out here. And then you look at us in the Isupk on Command and Junior Honor. And you're always talking about we teaching hate or teaching hate, and it's stupid. I was looking online. I was looking at some videos online the other day, and it's just so ridiculous that people are still stuck at looking at us saying, "Oh, you're teaching hate." Not even listening. I mean, you have to be totally, totally blind, and just don't understand the Bible to even say that we are just teaching hate. Every precept we pull, we break it down. Like it says in Isaiah 20:10, precept upon precept, it said that precept, it said it must be. The precept, it must be precept upon precept. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. Let me get Isaiah 20:10. And this is the only way that you understand the Bible, you crazy Christians. It says, for precept must be upon precept. Not if you put your little stupid Christian heart into it and believe in all that about the blood and all that. No, it said precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept. You got it again. Line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. That's the only way you want to understand the Bible. And if you can't go into the Bible and pull the precepts like that, you don't understand the Bible. I didn't, what I'm saying? I didn't like to put a topic on this class. I didn't know what to put. I didn't know whether to put any Christianity is not only satanic, it's idiotic, or Christianity is for fools. Christianity destroys the Black and Hispanic and Native Indian communities. Christianity has done so much damage to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I don't know come on. I don't know what you can say about it. Because it's done damage to us, The most powerful drug on the planet Earth is Christianity. That could be a clip. Christianity is the most powerful drug on the planet to be on Christianity because it's so idiotic and so stupid. If you're in the Christian, you don't even understand what the shield of David is. You're a Christian if you don't understand that. You're foolish. You're foolish, So I'm going to go to Proverbs 14 and 12. That's going to be my first precept. Proverbs 14 and 12. In Proverbs 14:12, this is to help you Christians out, to let you know that you are doing something wrong. It says, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man. There's a way that seems right. Christianity seems right. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the church, and it's supposed to be about, the religion of Christianity is supposed to be about getting you close to the Most High God. But the religion of Christianity turns you against the Most High God. Why? Because it teaches you that the laws are done away with. And as you became the Command and Junior Honor, we keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments. Christ even said it's not the laws are not grievous, like they're not hard. But if you just a Christian and you go into the Christian church, and the Christianity teaches you how to satisfy your lust. You don't sacrifice anything in Christianity. Come on. So there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. That's how you die because you disobey the Most High God. And when you go into the Christian church, They teach you how to go against the Most High God. They teach you that the laws are done away with. When Christ said, think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. But Christianity teaches the laws are done away with because Christ came and died. So you don't have to keep them no more. What type of idiotic BS is that? That's how stupid we are. You know, in the Christian church. That's how dumb we are. We don't have no sense. And that's how foolish the religion is. Because it turns you against God. You go to the Christian church trying to find God. People be broken down on drugs trying to find God. That no good religion turns you against God. If you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, because that's what the Bible is for. And see, a lot of you people out there are oppressors. I know you destroy. I mean, you just as destroyed as any other Negro in the ghetto who's not in the truth, who don't understand the Bible. You know, you just as destroyed because you inherited lies from your ancestors who taught you that Caesar Borgia was Jesus Christ. But the Bible teaches you that the Christ is so black as if he burned in the furnace with woolly hair. But you have that picture of white Jesus everywhere, and you destroy too. You know? But this precept is also heavy because it says there's a way to seem right. You seem right to go into your church, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Now, look, check this out. 13 says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. You know? Come you be in that church, even when you laugh and everything, even you might sing. You know, it's a bunch of singing in the Christian church. You get there, you sing and all that, and you rock back and forth and you do all that crap. And then when you leave, you still got those burdens on you. You're still sorrowful. Because that Christian church service didn't do nothing for you. What the pastor said, it was like a pep rally. Got you hyped, but you leaving out of that place where you still can't pay your light bill. You go home, you still can't feed your kids. You know, Christianity is like terrible. It's terrible. I mean, it got us tricked as a nation. So it says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. And that means your mind is so burdened down with your troubles. And you go to church, you feel good for a while. You leave out, dang, you know? Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. And the end of that mirth is heaviness. The end of that, what do you mean mirth? I mean that enjoyment. You enjoy something, you know, you laugh, you got a little sigh of relief, you know, because you had a good, you thought the service was good. But at the end of that joyful feeling is heaviness. You still hurt. You still tore up. You know, Christianity does nothing but destroy us, further destroys blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And that's all it does. You know, it's nothing but a religion. You know, I was looking on YouTube the other day, and I was watching the camp down in Carolina, I believe Durham. I was watching the brothers there, and they speaking, and this Christian out there, and he was a Benjamite brother, and he all this. You know, you Christians get so winded. You know, when you're talking. You know, all this going back and forth. Oh, you can't stop. You can't hate. You got to stop teaching hate. Since when do we teach hate? We teach out of the Bible. So if you say we teaching hate, you telling me that the Bible teaches hate. You are just dumb. You're stupid. I mean, you're an idiot. You know, I mean, that's not making sense. You know, it's terrible how destroyed we are as a people. You know, how destroyed we are as a people. We don't understand the Bible at all. You don't understand the Bible and the precepts, you know what I'm saying? So you Christians always talking about hate and, you know, and how many times do you bring out that the Most High God hates the oppressor? the so-called white man. He's our oppressor because that's what he does. He oppresses us to the limit, to the max. He oppresses us. That's why we say our oppressor. He's our oppressor. And that's what he always been. Since we got our slave ships, he's been our oppressor. And it gotta be something really wrong with you if you keep on going and just never looking at him as the culprit of what happens to us. Something's really wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's that demon, it's that sickness, it's that drug called Christianity. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8 says, a time to love. No, sir. A time to love and a time to hate. I mean, come on. Love and hate are complementary. You know what I'm saying? They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. It's terrible that you always they always pointing the finger at the Isupk, saying, "Oh, y'all teaching hate." I'm amazed that you still do that. I mean, come on. When if you ever listen and pay attention, you will learn something. That's what's wrong with you Christians. You afraid to learn something. You get that demon of religion, Christianity, has got you so bound that as soon as you hear anything, you just say, "Oh, you're teaching hate." You don't even want to learn. Well, the Bible just said a time is a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. That's the Bible. That's what the Bible is about. The Bible is love and hate in the Bible. It's a love and hate in the Bible, all through the Bible. So there, now let's go to Matthew 5 and 44. Now, here's Christ speaking. This is Matthew. This is Matthew 5 and 44. And he said, but I say, I'm sorry, let me read up. It says, verse 43 says, ye have heard that it hath been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. And Christ said, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. See, that's where you just show it, Christians. Just hold tight, Christians. Don't go crazy. Because right there, you got to understand, this is what we always bring out too. Christ was sent to his people. He was sent to his people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, true nation of Israel. He was sent to his people. He wasn't sent to everybody. He was sent to his people. Christ was sent to his people. That's why he was always speaking to Israelites. He was always speaking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, 12 tribes of Israel. So when he's telling that, Christ had to come to bring us back together as a nation. Now, before Christ came, we were still destroyed, still evil, still going against one another. So when Christ was talking about that, he was talking about the Hispanics gotta love the so-called Negroes. The so-called Hispanics gotta love the so-called Native Indians. The so-called blacks gotta love the so-called Hispanics and so-called Native Indians. The nation gotta love one another. That's what Christ meant when he's talking about that. But when you Christians hear that, you think that's for everybody. And especially when you come up and see the Isupk camp, you think that's just for everybody. That, hey, you supposed to. The Christ was talking to the the black people and to the Ku Klux Klan to love the Ku Klux Klan. They're killing it. Christ wasn't saying that. You know, but you don't even know who the 12 tribes of Israel are. So you make that mistake that Christ is talking to everybody on the planet. He was only talking to that one nation of people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know, that's why he said, you know, bless them. He didn't say bless her. Come on. All the evil that we done, that's why you see all those sad people. They always show it. I don't know why they show that garbage anymore. They keep showing that garbage about, you know, them down in, I think it's Mississippi, when the little black young boy, he was like 16, he approached the sheriff, and the white sheriff said, "Nigga, don't you pray for me? So I'm going to pray for your own little niggas." You know, when he was saying all that, and the little black boy told him, "Yeah, we go to church and pray together." And no, that's that Martin Luther King sick, twisted garbage. You know, Christ wasn't talking about that. You know, he's talking about the nation of Israel loving one another. And that's something we don't do. That's something we don't do. And they teach all that garbage in the Christian church. But yet, you have people, brothers and sisters in the same church, hating one another. You know, talking about one another, gossiping about one another. That's Christ was coming for you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what he was talking about. You know? So wouldn't the Bible be that mixed up if you're saying one thing the other way? Then it'd be a contradiction. You know, it would be a contradiction. Let's go now. Let's go to let's go to Psalms 139 and 22. All right. Psalms 139 and 22 says, this is David. This is David. He said, "I hate them with perfect hatred." You know, I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Man. Now David said he hates them with perfect hatred. And if you don't know what perfect hatred is righteous hatred. When somebody puts you in slavery and rip your back and cut off your feet so you won't run, rape your daughters and your mother, come on, and kill your husbands and your fathers, lynch them, on trees. Christ didn't tell you to love them. You know? He didn't tell you to love them. This is why it's important for us to follow the Most High and keep the law, statutes, and commandments, because we always bring out in Isupk, we don't tell you to go and kill nobody or raise a gun up or weapon against anybody, because in Romans 19 and 12, 12 and 19, it says, it's talk about vengeance is mine. The Lord said, vengeance is mine. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So the Lord is going to avenge us. But right now, we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the key to keeping us down. Because you got clowns in the Christian church teaching you that God-forsaken religion of Christianity, it teaches you against the Most High God. So you don't even understand when David says, "I hate them with perfect hatred." You don't even understand David. And David was a killer. Man. Now look. Let's see what the Most High God says about David. Let's go to Acts. Let's go to Acts 13 and 22. Acts 13 and 22 says, "And when he had removed him," talk about King Saul, "he raised up unto them, which is Israel, David, to be their king, to whom to whom also he gave testimony. So they tell me the Most High gave testimony. He gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, which shall fulfill all my will. Now David said, the Most High God said that David is a man after his own heart. That means David does the things of my will. David keeps the law, statutes, and commandments. What David does is well pleasing unto me. That's what the Most High is saying about David. Said he's going to fulfill all his will. But with all that praise from the Most High, wait a minute. You go back to Psalms 139 and 22, David said, he hates his enemies with a perfect hatred. And all you Christians out there telling me, oh, you're not supposed to hate, oh, y'all teaching hate. A man who God gave testimony of saying, David is a man after his own heart. He's righteous. You know what I'm saying? That's because you don't understand the Bible. That's the reason why. Because you just don't, you flat out don't understand the Bible. You don't understand about the Bible and how the Most High works, how the angels work for the Most High. The angels do things and, for the Most High. The angels watch us. The angels watch us and report. We don't even understand that much. If you go, let's go to Genesis 20 and 10. It tells you about Jacob's ladder when he had a dream. Okay, let's go to that. Let's go to it's Genesis 28, 20 and 10. 20 and I'm started 28 and 10. It says, and Jacob went, yeah. It says, and Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran. And he lighted upon a certain place and tarried there all night because the sun was set. That means he went and he rested there. He rested there all night. He found a place to lay down and just go ahead and get a nap. So he tarried there all night because the sun was set, and he took of the stones that of that place and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder. Slakia. It says, and he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascended and descended. That means they went up and they came down. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord God of Abraham, thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad to the west and to the east, and to the north and to the south. And in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. That's a heavy precept, because that means like everybody's going to be blessed because why? We're going to be in their nation. We're going to be in their land. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, 12 tribes of Israel. That doesn't mean that he's going to bless every nation of the earth. He means every nation is going to have a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people there, working, because why he said we are the salt of the earth. going to be there, and we're going to make their nation better by us just being in their nation. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, we make America better just by being here, just by being in America. In Great Britain, just by us being there, we make their nation better. That's what it means by, you will be there. Every nation will be blessed. Of the earth will be blessed. That's what it means. That's all it means. It means that we are great people. We are great people. We are those people. God's chosen people. And that's just heavy. That is just so heavy, and it's saying something about us. That every nation will be blessed because we're going to be in that every nation. Because He scattered us. The Lord scattered us from one nation, one end of the earth to the other. So we are in every nation. So we are in every nation. So we got to understand the Bible. And it's so sad because we're destroyed and we don't understand the Bible. That's what we understand it, and Satan works for the Most High. Satan is something that the Most High created. But we got a problem. The Most High has Satan there because who are you going to obey? Are you going to obey the Most High, or are you going to obey Satan? See, and we so sad, we obey Satan and all his works. And that's our problem. That's our problem. That's why when in the first chapter, the council of Job, when it says Satan came too, yeah. It's not a power struggle between Satan and the Most High. But we got to understand that Satan works for the Most High. And you won't find that out in the Christian church. You won't find that out in the Christian church, because we're destroyed for the lack of knowledge, Now let's go to the next one. Let's go to, I'm not going to pull Job 1 and 6. Because we know about that, Job 1:6. That Satan came. Well, Salaki, let me go ahead and just put it there since I brought it up. Let's just go right on with the lesson. So this is like a council the Most High had talking about Job, But Salaki, I shouldn't say that. It was like they came to present themselves, because it's going to say, okay, let's read it. Job 1 and 6. It says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves. Okay, that's what they were doing. Come to present themselves to show the Lord what they've done, and what they were doing, because it's like, come on, the Most High has order. He has order. He gives orders to the angels to go do things. Whether it's blessing a brother or killing a brother. The Most High did say He kill and make alive. And who you think go and do it? The angels. So that's what it says that there came a day when they present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them. You see that? Satan came also among them. So it's like, it's no power struggle between Satan and the Most High. It's just that you have a choice. Whether you want to obey God or you going to obey Satan. So Satan, once you utter yourself unto Satan, Satan just going to go and snitch on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what this Bible is really about. And Christianity destroys the fabric of our communities because they teach so much garbage, that's not even in the Bible. And, and then they misinterpreted the Bible, where you lost in the sauce. You know. Let's go to 1 Samuel 15:1. And this 1 Samuel 15:1. Samuel also said, sorry, let me see. Okay. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord. So the prophet Samuel came to talk to Saul because the Most High God was going to make Saul king of Israel. And made him king of Israel. Verse 2 says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way, and when he came up from Egypt. See, that was in like last week's class when we talked about what Amalek did, the so-called Jewish man. That's the so-called Jewish man. Amalek was the father of the of the Jewish people. So when you see Amalek in the Bible, that's the Jewish people. So they did something real evil to Israel. They came up behind us after we came out of Egypt, and they came up behind us and killed the women and children and the crippled. They did. I brought that last class if you was in class, but if you just get coming in today and you didn't see last week's class, that's what that precept is about. And the Lord told Saul in verse 3 said, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that he have, and spare them not, and slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. Tell me, just kill them all. The livestock, don't even get and take the livestock. And Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. So it's telling me what he did. I'm just going to skim through it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Let's go down to verse 7. It's what Saul was supposed to do to these Amalekites. Sorry. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah unto thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. Like he just slaughtered them all over the land. From one land to another land, Saul was like killing Amalekites. He was doing what the Lord said and told him to do. But see, you can't see this if you have a Christian mind. You can't see that the Lord instructed Saul to go and kill and destroy them. But see, if you're in a Christian mind, you can't understand this. You don't even know what this is about. You just really you don't even read this stuff in church. You ask any Christian, do they go over this stuff in church? They don't even read this stuff in church. They don't even read the Old Testament anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you will learn something, and you will learn the characteristics of the Most High. And he's not all love. And he's not just sitting around, just sitting on high, just being smiling and just being wicked. And he punished us for being sinful unto him. So it's like, it's crazy that the spin that Christianity puts on the Bible. When we read where the Most High is telling Saul to go and kill everybody. Kill all the livestock and everything. Verse 8 says, and he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. And see, that's what he wasn't supposed to take Agag. He's supposed to kill Agag too. He was supposed to kill Agag too. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it. You know, being disobedient unto the Most High. That's a problem we have as a people. We disobedient unto the Most High. Now, in this instance, I wanted to use this story for this class because for you Christians always telling some God is all love and God wouldn't do that and we evil, telling we teaching hate. We're not teaching hate, we just teaching the Bible correctly. You know? And in the Bible, you're going to see some killing, you're going to see some hateful things being done. You know, we're not telling people to go out and kill nobody because the Lord wants the glory, period. But we teach them what the Bible is saying. You know, giving you understanding in the Bible. So we looking right here that the Most High telling Saul to go and kill them all. You know? Look, verse 9 says, but Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the oxen and the fatlings and the lambs. Come on. The Lord told Saul to kill them all, destroy all what they have. Don't leave nothing. He said camel and ass. He was telling them, he went through everything. The Lord was particular about everything being destroyed. But Saul went again. I mean, come on. Boy, that's terrible. You know? And it says, all that was good and would not utterly destroy them. See, utterly means completely. Wipe them out. That's what utterly means. Completely destroy them. Wipe them out. He told them to kill everything. Kill the little babies, the little tiny babies who were sucking on their mother's breast. Kill them. He told them to kill the lamb, kill the oxen. You know, kill them all. You know, utterly destroy them. But he didn't do it. You know? And that's something, man. You know, all you Christians always say, oh, not my God. Yes. If not your God would do this, then your God is something else. Your God is a rock. your God, I don't know. Your God is a caterpillar or something. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the God of the Bible. Because the God of the Bible is a man of war. And he kills. You know, and he hates. You know. Now, it says, but everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly. See, they destroyed everything else, you know, but they tried to keep all the good stuff and bring it back. You know? This is terrible. You know? Verse 10 says, then came the word of the Lord unto Samuel. Now, then the word of the Lord came unto Samuel, saying, it repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king. Good Lord. The Lord said he repented him. Man, it repented him because why? He ain't doing the job. He not doing the job. Man. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me focused on doing the Lord's work. I don't want the Lord looking at me saying, oh, it repented him. Did he let Yagawa come into the Isupk? Man, that's scary. You know, because I'm not doing my job. This is why I got to stay focused on doing my job. And every brother in this school, you know what I'm saying, should be focused on doing their job. You know? Man, that's something, that's heavy right there, and it's scary. The Most High was like, it repented me that I set up Saul to be king. For he is turned back from following me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something. If we are sinning against the Most High, that means what? If you're not obeying the Most High, you are what? You not following him, you know, and hath not performed my commandments. And it grieved Samuel. And it grieved Samuel. You see, being a prophet, it grieved him. You know, just like myself and the prophets in the Isupk, man, when you're not doing the Lord, when you're not doing what the Lord is telling us to do, like keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, it grieves us. It upsets us. I can't stand seeing brothers down here smoking all the time. You know, weed, now everybody's smoking weed. Everybody's smoking, period, smoking cigarettes and all the time. That's terrible. That grieves a true prophet. You know, it really, I can't stand it. So, and it grieved Samuel. And he cried unto the Lord all night, you know. And when verse 12 says, and when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place, and gone about and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal. Verse 13, and Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, Blessed be thou of the Lord. Come on, man, read this. I mean, this is crazy. He said, Blessed be thou of the Lord. I have performed the commandment of the Lord. He said he performed the commandment of the Lord, you know? And he know he didn't kill all, he didn't wipe them out like he was supposed to do. You know, how dare Saul? I mean, that was so evil right there. Verse 14 says, and Samuel said, What meaneth then this bleating of sheep in mine ears? You know, like, why am I hearing these sheep? You were supposed to wipe them out. Why am I hearing these sheep? In my ears. And the lowing of the oxen, which I hear. So why am I hearing this stuff? If you did what the Lord said, if you fulfilled his commandment, why am I hearing all this? Why aren't they dead? Does that sound like your God, Christians? He was supposed to kill all of them. And Saul disobeyed the Most High by not killing all the oxen. And I'm the King Agag, you know? They have brought them, look, and Saul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep, of the oxen, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God. And the rest we have utterly destroyed. Then Samuel said unto Saul, Stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord hath said to me this night. And he said unto him, Say on. And Samuel said, When thou wast little in thine own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. You asked him a question, wasn't that? And the Lord sent thee on a journey and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. That means, I told what? Didn't the Lord tell you to go kill them all? Didn't the Lord tell you to go and wipe them out completely, utterly destroy them, kill the babies, kill the sheep, kill the oxen, kill them all, wipe them out completely? It's like, didn't he tell him to do that? Verse 19 says, Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord? And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord. I mean, come on, what is he talking about? And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I mean, he's still going against, I mean, come on. He's still going against the prophet Samuel. When he didn't do what the Lord said. He didn't kill them all. He didn't wipe them out. You know? He said, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. You know, but the people took, he said, but the people took the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgal. You know, and Samuel said, hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? You know? So he was saying that, now you telling me that Samuel just set him straight. You telling me that the Lord wants your burnt offerings more than he wants you to obey him? The Lord wants you to obey him. And that says to us, the Lord wants us our obedience. He don't want your love. He don't want your songs like you do in the Christian church. He don't want you shouting and all that BS. He wants your obedience. And that's a problem we have. We don't obey the Most High. Now we read in my head that the Lord wants what? And the Lord want all that, you know? Man. And it says, as in obeying the voice of the Lord, behold, to obey is better than sacrifice. That's what Samuel said in the street. To obey is better than sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And to hearken than the fat of rams. You know, when he set him straight with that. You know? Verse 23 says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Good Lord. You see that? When you rebel and sin against the Most High, that's all it is. When you hear, like we always tell people that Christmas, all these holidays are sinful against the Most High. They're abomination. And people always say, yeah, I know, but I'm going to do it anyway. You are rebelling against the Most High. So all your holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all what you celebrating, birthdays, all what you celebrating, that's rebellion. So, and it says, Samuel told Saul, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Good Lord. And stubbornness, oh, look at this, stubbornness. We are stubborn people. The Bible calls us stiff-necked. Man. So it says, and stubbornness is as iniquity, you know, and idolatry. Man, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord. He hath also rejected thee from being king. That's what he told Saul. He rejected him from being king. Man. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and thy words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. Come, he feared the people more than the Most High. That's why he didn't need to be king. He didn't need to be king because he feared the people more than the Most High. Man. So he said, now, verse 25, he said, now therefore, I pray thee, pardon my sin, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord. And Samuel said unto Saul, I will not return with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord hath rejected thee from being king over Israel. And Samuel turned about to go away, and laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle, and it rent. And Samuel said unto him, The Lord hath rent the kingdom of Israel from thee this day, and hath given it to a neighbor in thine that is better than thou. To give it to a neighbor that is better than you, you know. And also the strength of Israel will not lie nor repent, for he is not a man that he should repent. You know, verse 30, then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now, I pray thee, before the elders of my people and before Israel, and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord thy God. So Samuel turned again after Saul, and Saul worshiped the Lord. Then said Samuel, Bring ye hither to me Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came unto him delicately. Delicately. You say, see, look, this white man came to Samuel delicately, like real soft, like real trying to nice, just like the devil he is, trying to be nice, like, and look, and guess what? Let's read what he said. And Agag said, Surely the bitterness of death is past. Like, sure, you're not going to kill me now. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to really kill me. You're not going to still kill me, are you? And Samuel said, As thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed, look, check this out. It says, and Samuel hewed Agag in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. Hewed them. I mean, it's like you hew the branches with the blade. You hew the branches. It said he hewed. That means Samuel took the sword and cut that white man to death. I mean, sliced them up terribly. Or should I say unalived them? He unalived them. Boy, good Lord. That's what the Bible said. I mean, I'm reading the Bible. That's what the Bible said. He hewed them in pieces before the Lord in Gilgal. Man. Then Saul went to Ramah, and Saul went up to his house in Gibeah of Saul, and Samuel came no more to see Saul until to the day of his death. Nevertheless, Saul mourned for Samuel mourned for Saul, and the Lord repented that he made Saul king over Israel. Good Lord. Good Lord. That's heavy right there. That is just so heavy. So the Lord, I want y'all to feel that. So the Lord repented. So the Lord repented that he made Saul king over Israel. So that means that the Lord was like, shouldn't have done that. So that's a big message to us, to always stay focused on this truth. Always stay focused in doing the work that we're supposed to do in this truth. No matter what. This truth comes first. That's why, to me, this truth comes first, no matter what. No matter what the order comes down from Commander Giuliano or any of the generals or the captains over my zone, order, you got to go and do it. This is the obedience the Lord is looking for. This is the obedience the Lord is looking, to send Christ. This is what the Lord is looking for. Straight, strict obedience unto him. This is what the Most High God expects out of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel. He expects obedience, doing his will. Not joining with the oppressor, not all on TV doing all types of foolishness, just trying to live your best life in his world that the Lord is destroying. Are we crazy? This is our problem. We trying to please the oppressor and please Satan doing his work. You know what I'm saying? Man, well, the Lord gave us, the brothers and sisters of the Isupk on the Command Journey, how he gave us this truth. And we're going to run with it and keep it and make sure that the Lord not disappointed with us. I mean, I sure don't want the Lord being disappointed that he chose me to come into this truth. I mean, that is just so heavy right there and sad that man was that high as Saul was leading Israel, but still didn't fear the Lord. That's what I love with the commanding. I always tell this story, and I'm going to tell it again. I always love when, before I came into the truth, I was listening to CDs. I was listening to CDs on Captain Soccer brought home. I listened to CDs of Commander Yohana speaking and teaching. But Commander Yohana said something that was real heavy to me, and that's when I said, all right, I'm in. Once I heard Commander Yohana say, I fear the Lord. Commander Yohana said, I fear the Lord. I said, okay, well, hey, this man I can follow. Because as long as he's fearing the Lord and he's leading Israel, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to be okay. As long as you have the fear of the Most High. And that's what you Christians don't have. That's what your pastors don't have. You don't have the fear of the Most High. Because how in the world are you going to go against something that's in the Bible? You claim you love the Lord, and you know that the laws are not done away with. You know what I'm saying? But you teach it. You say the law because we always say, you say the laws are done away with, but one of the oldest laws is tithing your 10% to the priest. So why do you keep that? Because you're just a bunch of greedy pimps. You know what I'm saying? And you're pushing a drug called Christianity. That's what you're doing. You're just number drug pushers. And you're pushing that drug of Christianity, and it destroys people. And that's why and you get money doing it. And that's the only reason why you do it, because you're a bunch of greedy pigs, So black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, understand this Bible is your constitution. It's ours. It belongs to us. It don't belong to anybody else. That no good, God-forsaken religion of Christianity teaches you to sin against the Most High. It goes directly against the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. It goes against it. It's not for it. It goes against it. That's the sad part about it. It goes against the Bible, the religion of Christianity. Teaches you against it. It's terrible. And we always want to just go to church and everything, because you think, like I brought the preacher about earlier, you think it's a way that gets next to God. It's a way that seems right. But it's really destruction. And you just only die. You just die. And almost everybody you see dying on TV, getting killed by a cop or anything, their background is Christianity. Christianity doesn't save. Christianity kills. That's what it does. You just die. And it's so sad that it's like it's so much in our community. The God-forsaken religion of Christianity, and it's supposed to be something righteous, but it's the same thing that you go to church for and try to find God. That religion will turn you against God. With that, I'm going to close this class. We got an Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to court for a period of 6 months. Then, after the 6 months, they will be permitted to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3 and 8 through 10. Ma'ashor, which means 10th in Hebrew, give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory. Just whatever amount you want to give. Check your bulletin board in Isupk schools and at isupk.com for all upcoming events and high holy days. If a brother wants to be the trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, shirt, pants, boots, and headpiece. With that, we say a margin. I'm going to salute everybody out. A margin means to stand. All right, men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shemesh Shabbat to the brothers, now to the sisters, men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Elatah by Shemesh Shah. Shalom, Israel.